Patron, take them away.
Okay guys, going to be looking at Euro New Zealand this morning. It's already in for the guys in the Discord. If I flick this over, let's have a look. Pull my Discord down just so we can see. Now, at the moment, it's saying it's risky. All right. In other words, a little bit of a bounce. Now, when I'm looking at this, I'll kind of pull the bigger one up if you want. But the guys have already seen that. They know what I'm looking at, and you would have clocked the time, and I'll show you in just a second. But in the weekly ideas, there's also a breakdown video, which is here. It's exactly how I'm going to trade this, what I'm looking for, how I marked it up, where I found my levels, etc., etc. Now, I don't need to do a great deal today. I've already been doing okay. In fact, if I pull my prop into sort of down, that is there. I've already done 600 quid, and as you can see, it was done at 6:30 this morning. I don't need to do a great deal for the rest of the day, and if I get rid of that, I did okay yesterday, just flitting between. So I look for about 200 to 300 quid on this per day on my prop, whatever I get, you know, just keep on going. Anyway, cut long story short, what are we doing? Well, if I just pull up my sheet, and I'll pull the bigger one up just so you can kind of see it. The strongest, weakest is New Zealand USD. However, if you look at this, it has a very low ATR, so it's not really worth going into market. Now, the next contender is New Zealand versus the Euro. So I'm having a look to see what's going on here. There it is there. New Zealand's top of the tree. There's the Euro. It's losing ground. It lost ground from yesterday. It's lost a lot of ground. And that gained ground. These two are jostling for position between each other. And the Aussie US is a good market as well. I might even look at that later on this afternoon if I get no joy this morning. But the next one would be New Zealand pound. But there's news on the pound this morning, which is driving the FTSE, which is why I'm not really trading on the FTSE, and that had it out as a buy, and sure enough, it's been surging. So I'm looking at this. Now, it says it's risky. What that means is you don't really want to be going in gun-ho on this. So I'll look to see what my targets are. Well, it's 130 as an ATR. Look at an hourly chart, and you want around 14 pips as a target, give or take. Now, the fact that it's pulling back on itself is a good thing, because all these blue lines, what you see here, are all entry exits. The higher it gets into these blue lines, the happier I am. Okay, so where's the trade coming from? Go out to the daily. Well, you can see that it's gone up, it's gone down, it's gone up. It's failed to crack the top of this, come down, but it has cracked the bottom of this, showing signs of strength to the downside. Now, there are those out there that'll go, oh, it's a double bottom, you have to buy it and all this sort of stuff. Why not just go with what it's showing you? It's showing you it's got a high dominance to the downside. Here, it's come up, it's failed, and it's come back down with huge candles showing some gusto. It's already smashed through yesterday, so the daddy levels have all been respected and bashed through. So again, the idea of if it's low, you have to buy it, and if it's high, you have to sell it. Doesn't hold a great deal of water, to be honest. All of this, if it's below the 50 line, no, you go with the dominance. All that does is that just gets you an idea of a bounce. Now, the next part of this puzzle is you step it back again, look, see what's happening with the weekly. Well, the weekly is doing exactly the same. It's stayed below the lower points of this, moving down. So it looks like there could be some kind of surge against this. Now, if there is, just move that out of the way so we can see what's going on. If there is, we're coming down into these levels here. So you've got this level here, which is across the tops of these clusters. You've got this level here, which is again at the base where this swing point is. These now become good targets. And that's weekly charts, guys. Look at a 4 hour. Well, there's no sign of it slowing down on the 4 hour. Look at the hourly. And all right, it can retrace itself. It can come all the way back up to here. I mean, it can do that for me. In fact, I would like to put a sell here, 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 and here, and then catch the cascade as it comes down, because we've got a decent room to work in. So we're looking at 14 pips minimum. So if I look at the solid line, all the way up to here, I've got 96 pips from this point to find 14 minimum. I think I can do that. I'm pretty sure I can do that. So take it a 15 minute. Let's have a little look, see what's going on. Seems to be caught between 2 points. So the easiest thing to do is put pending orders in. Now I'm going to put 2 pending orders in. I'm going to put one where I think this might actually push heavily to. Oops, sorry. Just refresh that. Which is up here. So come up, and another one here. This one I'll trail behind. So as it goes up, I'll pull it to here, and then if it gets through there, I'll pull it to here. And if it gets up onto this level, then it'll trigger, and then I'll weather the storm. So that's what I'm going to do. So we'll put a couple of orders in. So one under here, just like so. And then we're going to put another one above it, up there. Put a reasonable target in, just like so. So we're targeting here and here, and we'll look to get out down here somewhere. So maybe about there. All right. And all we're really looking for, if I drop this to 5 minutes to watch it, because you can see your timings, you'll be able to see that. To get to here, I think that'll do all right. So what I'll do is I'll just let the camera run. I do have to do a few things a little bit later on, so I may switch the camera off for an hour or so, but you see the premise and you'll be able to track it yourself. And I'll come back to you when the trade's done, tell a little bit about the trade, and maybe just give you a bit of advice on what it is to put a pending order in. Pending orders are far better than trying to just go. Okay, catch you in a bit, guys. Okay guys, hope you're well. Phone's just flashed up, told me this has stopped out. Brilliant. So I've come to check it. Beauty of what we do. And I'm going to touch on sort of patience in just a second. But all it means is I've enjoyed myself, got my coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes the coffee, and I'll let the trade do its thing automatically. Hold on, look me creeping about.
You ain't creeping about, you've got a parcel.
She's always creeping about, she's bugging. What do you mean I've got a parcel? I've got a parcel. Having a bit of an opening as well. I'll come to that. Well, that looks good. You look good. Happy days, I like you. Ah, dear. So, what was I saying? I was quite happy now. Parcel, brilliant. Auto. Let the trades do their thing. And that's exactly what we've been looking at here. I analysed it, worked out it was going to go down, put it key areas where I thought it might get to. It's come down into here. All right, it's retraced and the trail is clipped it out. But we shouldn't have any tickets running now. We don't. And there we go. So just chopping along. Not massive size, it's done okay. But not only that, I've been doing it with my prop as well. If I just pull this down into shot so you can see it. That's over the last couple of days. I told all the guys in the squad what I was doing, and I always tell them before I'm doing it. That's one of the beauties. Somebody asked if they could see a month. Well, let's have a look. See what we've done for a month. Pull that up a bit so you can see it. There's a month's worth. Oh, there's a loss. Boom, 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 boom. 7,078. I can live with that. And if you follow the videos that I do, they all run on from each other. It's not difficult trading, not at all. The hard part is, and always will be, you. But I've had a parcel from one of you, so let's find out. See what this is. Well, I can see what it is because I can see it there. But let's have a look anyway. Hey, Twinkle! Doing that. I've got in, it's alright.
What is it?
Should I really have glasses? Twisted. What?
What is it?
It's beer. Twisted thistle. From a twisted little person who I actually know who it is.
He's very kind.
He is very kind. He might be a little redneck, but he's a good guy. Cheers, Yoxie. I'm really pleased with that. And there's another one downstairs for Winky as well, so fantastic. Very, very season of goodwill and all of that. Merry Christmas. Oh, lost me thread a little bit now. No, that's really kind. That's really kind, kid. Happy days. Happy days. Right, lost me thread again. I'll have a cup of coffee and I'll think about it. Thank you. Right. Let's put trading into real terms. I don't watch them anymore. I follow no traders whatsoever. But I used to. And they're always saying, oh, this magic indicator will change the industry. This system will change the industry. No, it won't. The industry has never changed since year dot. And it works on two principles. Areas of attraction, levels, and the direction that it's moving to. That's it. So if you've got your levels in place and you've got a chosen direction, you move from one level to the next. So the next part of the puzzle is, well, if I've got my direction right and I know where my levels are, how do I get in? Well, this is where a lot of it all falls down, because it's, oh, this indicator will tell me when to buy. Oh, this system will show me the perfect way. No. If you can see the price is pushing up, and you can see it. I show you this every day. You can see it. And there is ways you can put it into 3 baskets. And then out of those 3 baskets, you play the odds and you look at 3 elements inside the basket to make certain that it's all balancing up. You can go, right, well, if it's pushing up but I want to go down, I'll place an order at that level that's above it. One of 2 things is going to happen. You're either going to get filled or you're not. Now, if you're filled and you've looked at the markets correctly, and I don't mean just flashing at a 5-minute chart and going, oh, there's the trade, it's going down, it's brilliant. Yeah, of course it is. That's why you've got a massive failure rate. It'll move to the next level below it. You've got an adequate target in other words, you've worked out what the minimum target of what that market's willing to give you is in play, you'll be paid. If you don't get filled, so what? All it means is you just got in a little bit late, or you placed your order and it didn't trigger. Just means you just didn't get in. That's all it means. You didn't lose anything, you didn't win anything. Now there's another element to this as well. There's something called the 531. It's an old trading term. What it means is you look at 5 products. Now you can look at any 5 depending on which session you're in. So say you're in the London, you can look at, say, pound and euro pairs and pick the best 5. If you're in, say, the New York session, you can look at the US pairs, because you've got US JPY, US CAD, things like that. Chuck a couple of world drivers that work all the time into it. So you can, as a basket, you could have cable, FTSE, oil, euro dollar, pound JPY. 5. Very good basket. Decent diverse mix. And you hierarchy. So you go, I'll look at cable first. If I don't see anything there, I'll look at euro dollar. If I don't see anything there, I'll look at gold, and so forth till you get a trade, or you get a trade idea rather, not a trade. Then you work with 3 strategies. What are your 3 strategies? Well, you can have a swing strategy, you can have a day trade strategy, and you can have a scalp strategy. 3. And you don't deviate from them. So in my case, if I'm going to be sort of looking at the markets, and you go, the guys in the squad will know exactly what I'm talking about at this point. If I'm swing trading, I'm looking at the river. If I'm day trading, I'm looking at goldeneye. And if I'm scalping, I'll look at the push. 3 key strategies that all work, all proven, all pay, and you've just seen it. And not only have you just seen it, I've just shown you a month's worth of trading, and I lost once. But I only traded once or twice a day within that time with broken orders, because that's the thing. Over trading is the kicker, and that brings you down to the last part of 531. You trade once a day. Now that once a day can be at the same time every day. So you might trade at 9 o'clock every day. You trade that section. I trade a 3-hour window, you know, and it's normally in the morning. I get up early and I have everything in place before 9 o'clock. And then from 9 o'clock onwards, everything's done, you know, and I just have to play it out. Now sometimes it plays out for hours on end, but the actual core working that I'm done is all done before 9 o'clock. So I do my homework first. And because I've done my homework, and I do it at the same time every day, I only need to go to market once, twice at best. And when you do see me showboating, it's normally because the guys in the squad have goaded me into going. And I always try and back up what I say. Point of difference. So there you go, guys. Simple trade. Did quite well off euro, and 7,700 for the month of December on a single account. I don't think that's bad. I can live with that. And that's all I do. Get in, get out, get paid, go and wind winky up. Simple as that. So if you're stuck, very easy found. Drop in the comments. You see all my contact details. And as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.